I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, but I grew up most of my childhood in upstate New York. My dad was a missionary for Lake Placid, New York for 11 years, so most of my childhood was spent up north in the cold. When I was 20 years old, my whole family moved back down south. Both my parents went to Auburn University, so they wanted to move back to their college town. The summer before I came here, which was the fall of 2023, I did a show at the LSPA, which is a little community theater in LaGrange, Georgia, and I met some alumni from the theater program here at LaGrange College, and I met a current student, Aria Mabry, and through recruitment from them over the summer, they convinced me to audition for the theater department here. My first time on campus was my orientation, and I was walking around campus with Aria, who was giving me a tour, and I ran into the president, and she said, "What's your major?" And I said, "My major is musical theater." And she said, "You must be Will Gray." She knew my first and last name before I'd ever been on campus before. My first show here was a show called Take It From the Top, and it was a review of opening numbers from Broadway shows. The second show that I was a part of was Silent Sky, and I actually was the stage manager for that show, pressing buttons on the soundboard and the light board and calling out cues for people and making sure all the actors are in their proper position before we get started and that kind of thing. The third production that I was a part of was called Dancing at Lunasa, and it is an Irish play, and we actually got to go to Ireland for a week in January before we started rehearsing for that production, which was an absolutely incredible experience. We got to visit the house where the show takes place. We got to meet people in Ireland that knew the people that the show was about. It was really a once-in-a-lifetime unique opportunity. My fourth show is called I Love You Because. It's an off-Broadway musical from 2006. It is very, very loosely based off of Pride and Prejudice, and it's a modern love story. We have two freshmen in our production right now of I Love You Because, and one of them is not even a theater major or a theater minor. He just was interested in auditioning, and he got one of the supporting roles because he was the best person for the role. When you're a student here, you will learn how to do everything on stage and everything off stage, which gives you a huge tool bag when you're looking for jobs. If you're looking to be a professional in theater, this is the program for you.